Okay, so our next one is a power to a power. And so what that means is I'm taking like 2 cubed, that's a power, and I'm raising that entire thing to another power squared. Okay, or 3 to the fourth, that's 1 power, and then I'm raising to another power 3. And we want a shortcut. I want to figure out how can I get to here, to my right column once we do these, without having to do this work in the middle. I want a shortcut. So 2 cubed squared means I'm doing 2 cubed times 2 cubed. I'm multiplying it by itself. And again, we're not going to make these numbers. We're just going to use this to show the property. And so we learned when we multiply things with the same base, we add the exponent. So this is really 2 to the 3 plus 3, which is 2 to the 6. And so again, this is equal to 2 cubed to the second. These are the same thing. Okay. So 3 to the fourth cubed, if I do use the same rule, I would take 3 to the fourth and I would multiply itself by itself 3 times because that's what cubed means. And if I want to simplify it so that I have 3 to an exponent, we said, okay, if I'm multiplying, we're going to add our exponents. So I have 3 to the 4 plus 4 plus 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 4 is 12. And so I have 3 to the 12th. Okay. And that again is the same thing as 3 to the fourth to the third power. Okay. So let's do another one. I have 5 to the 6 squared. So that means I'm doing 5 to the 6 times itself, 5 to the 6. That means if I'm multiplying with the same base, we can add our exponents. Okay, and that gives me again 5, 6 plus 6 is 12. And that's same as 5 to the 6 squared. Okay, and then the one we're going to do more with is variables like this one. So x to the 5th to the 4th means x to the 5th times x to the 5th times x to the 5th times x to the 5th. So to the 4th power means I'm multiplying it by itself 4 times. If I do that and I want to simplify it, we said when we multiply with the same base, we add our exponents 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. And so I get x to the 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus 5 is 20. And so that's the same thing again as x to the 4th to the 5th power. Okay. So I don't want to have to do all this work. I don't want to have to write it out multiple times. Again, usually these we get as values, but this is the one we're really interested in. And so there's a shortcut. So if we look, I have 3 and 2 and it gives me 6. So we want to think about what operation. Is it addition? Is it multiplication, division, subtraction? Okay, and so if we think, how do I get 6? Well, 3 times 2 is 6, so that works. See if it holds up here. 4 times 3 is 12, that's true. 6 times 2 is 12. 4 times 5 is 20. And so that's the general rule. When we raise a power to a power, we multiply the exponents. Okay, so again, in terms of variables, if I have x to the m to the nth power, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply those exponents. Okay, and we usually just write it as x to the m n. Okay, so we're going to multiply those exponents. Okay, and that is our next rule, which is the power to the power.